Hey folks, thanks for taking a look. This is my 1988 Land Rover LR90. Many people call these Defenders. Just taking a little walk around here. It was painted a couple of years ago by Kim over at Select Auto Paint in Pompano. Now he's in Okeechobee, Florida. Very clean overall, very reliable vehicle. I've driven this thing from Miami to Atlanta a couple of times since I've lived up here over the last 2.5 years, and it's straightforward. It's a great, reliable car. I've built it for myself. I built it so that I can jump in it and drive it anywhere. Here I'm giving you a look at the undercarriage. Oh, those are the Gwen Lewis rear corrected rear trailing arms. See, there's no rot anywhere. Has the differential protectors front and back, the NAS rear bumper. And if you notice that the wheel wells look a little different, it's because the rear wheel wells were cut out and the YRM metal plates were put in place so that I can have the forward-facing rear lock and fold seats, the Puma seats. Has the HD panhard and track rod from Rover's North, the HD front skid guard. ARB front bumper, IPF Land Rover lights. That's a real steel, brand new bonnet that I bought from Rover's North. Has side LED lights on that Hannibal rack. A rear LED light painted to match the roof. Here's the other side LED light, also on the Hannibal rack. Let's see. The rear door is a Puma door. I bought that one new. The front doors are new takeoffs that I bought from Todd. I cut out the rear bulkhead and I installed the bar there. Those are USB and USB-C power outlets for both rear passengers. Let's see what we got here. Rear seats, folded forward. You latch them off to the side. One of them stays up, the other one doesn't stay up after you tilt it off to the side, but that's never been a problem. The rear is fairly clean for a 1988. Of course, those trims are new. I had that rug cut out, made special for it. Has the Defender rubber mat underneath and the Dynamat. You can hear yourself speak with anyone, whether they're in the front or in the back, while you're driving this car at speed. Let's see, what else am I showing you here? Oh yeah, here's how to open the slides. Those are kind of like locks. Just loosen that and slide it open. There you go. Underneath the cubby, there is like a little storage bin that's down there, and I installed a regular 12-volt cigarette lighter plug on the right. If you have some of those, like maybe you have like an ARB freezer that you want to plug into there. And then on the left, there's USBs on that side. And that's what's underneath the cubby box, totally separate from the cubby box. The cubby box slides back with the cover of that bottom piece. You have some Focus speakers in the back and in the front. Rear defrost works just fine. Rear wiper, I guess the wiper wash works just fine. Let's see. Bring down the seats, lifting them up. There you go. The kids or your rear passengers can look out the side just fine. I actually got those just for my kids. All right. Doors. Let's open the bonnet. Sorry, I didn't have anybody to help me, so I just had to set the phone down. But I didn't want to interrupt the video. I wanted the video to just be one solid flow through. All metal, all real expensive. There you go, you got the MOD HVAC system, the Puma system. There's an Alley Sport coolant reservoir with the viewing window and the low level alarm that I have wired into one of the lights on my dash. Got the original 300 TDI engine air filter. That's a full-size AliSport XL radiator. And in front of that is the full-size AliSport intercooler. And in front of that, there's the air conditioning condenser. AliSport silicone hoses. There you go. Bone cold. Haven't turned it on. Actually, hadn't turned it on in several days before I did this video. This thing always starts up. It does not have the mechanical fuel pump anymore. It has an electric fuel pump. Added the antenna recently, a couple of months ago. Optimal hinges everywhere. Let's make sure this thing's in neutral. Don't want it to run me over. Heavy lead-lined mat that's there in between the mat and the... Sorry, let me skip to this. Yeah, I can explain to everybody how I wired everything up there. The ACC had its own separate breaker, and the constant has its own separate breaker. It has a completely rewired. The entire car is being rewired from scratch. Those are the seat heater buttons. Has an Alpine standalone head unit, doubled in, standalone GPS. Has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You can add Sirius satellite if you bought another little dongle that you have to connect to the thing, which I have not done. It is connected to the antenna. Gets great reception when the antenna is up. There's the custom pod that I made for it. The car is showing currently 154,000. It's really more like 114,000 because he had not reset the odometer when he got the TD5 dash cluster for the car. There's an old NAS cubby box with all kinds of stuff you can fit in there. Cubby box separately, and you can lock this piece here. And what I do is I keep tools here. Keep all kinds of tools here. And inside there, towards the back, there's also a USB that you can leave your phone in there, or tablet plugged in, charging, and lock that unit up so it's safe from prying eyes. There's the rear area. And you see the spacing is correct on those two rear seats because I completely did the full modification on the side tubs. There, I've turned on the AC. Marking is marking 154. Really 114, but it's marking 154. It does have some little like LED lights that I put in there. And the puddle lights work just fine on the up-and-down mirror brackets. Decided to really turn on or what they don't. Switch. Right here I'm turning on the rear accessory light right there. I got this from Mud UK. It's installed it. And I have another switch that's horizontal up here, and that switch lights up the side I use. At night it really does light up everything on either side of the car, so you can have both sides of the car and the entire rear area of the car completely lit up. And that is a Puma steering wheel that it was very difficult to find it in the 36 spline out of England, and I had to talk the guy into shipping it to me. Power windows, and those Puma grippers. And then I wired that switch right there as power door locks. So that locks and unlocks all 3 doors. And the one key opens all 3 doors and turns on the ignition.